Hey guys, back with another video. It's gonna be another tutorial. Today, teaching one called spontaneous combustion. So let's get into it. All right, so first gonna go through the performance and then we'll go through the tutorial. So let me change camera angles real quick. All right, for this one, just using blue bicycle backs. Nothing really too special. So what I'll do is I'll have a spectator. I'll be going like this, say stop wherever you want. Let's say they say stop there. All right, memorize the card. We're just gonna put it back on top. Hold the other one back, and then we dropped. All right, then I tell them put their hands out and put their other hand flat on top. And I ask them, have you ever heard about spontaneous combustion? Do you know what that is? If they say yes, cool. If they say no, okay, I'll explain to them. It's the concept that sometimes things will randomly just catch fire. And no one knows why it happens, but it'll just randomly happen. It's a super rare chance. And I'll point out, okay, you might feel the deck getting warmer as if it's about to catch fire. You picked a card though, right? All right, let go of the deck. So, and you'll go through, I'll have them go through and they can look through all the cards. One card in the whole deck looks different. I'll hold up so you guys can see. The edges are burned and everything. Was that your card? And say, yeah. So yeah, that's the trick. Let's get into the explanation. So this is a great trick. It's not one I do a ton just because typically I don't use gimmicks, and this does have a gimmick you do have to make, which we'll get into. It's super easy. But I've had great reactions for this trick. Some people say they don't feel anything when you ask, do you feel it warming up? Some people do. So I've had one person claim she saw fire jump out of the deck through her hands. And yeah, if they're gonna imagine stuff like that, if they're super invested, they'll see stuff like that, and it just helps make the trick more powerful. So first, we're making this gimmick. Typically, you don't use a card from the same bag. I just use a different one just because that's what I had available. And I've had this gimmick for a couple years now, for a while. You just take any card you want to use, and you're just gonna burn the edges of it. So I'll do it with an extra one I have over here. I'm going with the 10 of clubs. And let me find a lighter. All right, so I'd recommend doing this outside. You can do it inside, doesn't really matter, but you're gonna have a little bit more mess and smell if you do it inside. So we're just gonna be doing it right here. So you take a lighter and you just wanna kind of make sure that edge actually catches on fire there. So see how it caught? And then I'm just gonna let it sit and I'll let it burn for as much as it wants to. If I want to, I can go further. Whenever it's done, blow it a little bit, make sure it's cool. And then you can just kind of like tap off the extra, make sure you don't burn yourself. And you'll be left with this edge, a little ash and extra. You have to do a little cleanup there. And you're left with like that edge. So you do that with all four sides. And you'll just go through it or whatever. And it'll also leave this brown marking on the back, makes it look more impressive. I won't go through the rest of this, you kind of get the gist there. And then there's one more step. Once you do get all four sides, the card's gonna warp. It's gonna kind of like bend and distort. So to fix that, put this between two heavy books and let it sit overnight. This is not one, again, you can just make the gimmick and go do right away. But yeah, let it sit overnight. It'll prevent the warping and you'll get kind of like what I have with this other one, where you don't see any warping. The card stays smooth. And then you're good to go out and perform. So let's get through the performance real quick. So there is a slight setup. You're gonna take your gimmick and you're gonna find the matching card, so the Queen of Hearts. And you're gonna put them like this. So the gimmick is face up on the Queen and the Queen goes on the bottom. So that's my setup in there. Then what we're gonna do is call it a Hindu force. So the premise of it is I'm taking cards from the top, and wherever they say stop, I'm gonna show them the bottom card. If they go further, I can see the bottom card. I'm forcing this card on them. And then from there, I just throw that on top of the pile I've already cut. And I'm already done. I put the deck in their hands and they just go through and find the one card is face up. If you want, you could do it face down and they'll tell by the burns. That's their card, they can turn it over. However you want to do it for effect. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think. If you guys like the trick, like it if you like it, like if you didn't like it. Almost to 1,000 subscribers, getting closer, just making slow progress. So hopefully let's get there, guys. And see you next time.